All right, so thank you for coming to Estonia again.
Thank you, Mark.
This is your second time at our pool club, doing the coaching session and playing a tournament at the same time. Can you reflect a little bit on how your tournament went?
Tournament went decent. It didn't go great. I was struggling yesterday a little bit with my stomach. I wasn't feeling too great. Headache, a bit feverish, so not a great excuse. I think Sullivan played a really good match on me also. I missed a 9 to go 3-1 in the last 16, and he ran 6 racks in a row from there, so I was down 7-2 next time I got out of the chair. So I was trying to catch up, and from 8-6 that didn't happen. He won 10-6.
Well, you have had a pretty long pool career. You recently said as well that you decided to essentially retire from a pro pool career. What's next?
I never said I was going to retire. I always said I was going to play less.
Play less.
My goal is to play less, and if I'm still hungry for competition, I still want to compete. But my point was that I don't want to invest all the time and traveling that's needed to be top 10 in the world. Which basically means you got to be at least on the road 6 to 8 months a year minimum, in between maybe big money games to really stay at that highest level. And this point in my life and career, I'm not willing to invest that kind of time and effort anymore. I think there's other things in my life that are more important, like my family, and I have other projects on the side, so I don't consider myself full pro anymore, but more semi-pro. But I still love to compete at anything I do. That's just in the blood. So I never said fully retire, but one day that's inevitable. But I still think if I'm like prepared well, I can function and play at a high level. So as long as that's still there, it's fun to go deep in big tournaments. That's why we play. So we'll see how it goes.
If we go to the training side, for someone aiming to get better at pool, what's the secret formula for success?
I think we're living in a culture now where everything has to be fast and easy. And I think if you want to be great at anything, you have to invest a lot of time. You have to build a lot of character. You have to have a lot of failure. I said one of the former, was it Lincoln or one of the former presidents says success is going from failure to failure without losing any enthusiasm. And eventually that leads to success. So I think for younger generations, it's very important to understand that it's going to take a lot of time and effort to slowly build that mastery curve. I like to always say, compare it to martial arts. If you're going into a karate club and you're going to walk in, you say, hey, how fast can I get a black belt? Everybody's going to laugh at you, right? They say, go stand in the corner, right? You have to start with your yellow belt and like slowly build it up, and it's going to take 6 to 10 years before you get at super high level. Same in pool. If you want to get to high level, you got to invest the 10,000 hour rule, right? 4 hours a day for 10 years. That's going to give you a really high level at something. And then if you want to go beyond, if you want to get to the top of the world, you got to invest another 10,000 probably. So it's going to take a while.
What are some of the things that low-end and medium-end players should be focusing on?
I think it's very important to get your fundamentals right, because otherwise you're going to get maxed out on shooting the wrong way. So you're not going to be able to do a lot of shots that are demanded of you if your stroke is not good enough. So get solid fundamentals and then study all parts of the game as fast as you can. So also the tactical side. I think a lot of people focus too much on offense. So I think a good portion of your training, 20-30%, should also be on safety game, kicks, stuff like that. I can tell from personal experience that I started with that way too late. That I come from a different generation where there wasn't so much knowledge online as there is today. You can look up anything online now, YouTube, all the drills, all the shots. In my time, we just had to pick little things from videos and basically watching live matches. So your learning curve as a starting player now is so much faster. I mean, my generation, people broke through at 25, 26, and now they're breaking through at 18. So that tells you the information that's out there and how quick it can go. Now, if you're mentally not mature, that's still going to catch up with you. You also have to be mature to be able to handle losses and also handle your wins. That should catch up or settle out, balance out. But I think those things are key.
So you're also running this boot camp with 9 players of varying levels. What's the focus for this one?
I think, like I said, a bit of a mix of everything. I mean, some players like the tactical side more, some have more questions on the technical side. Probably in the end we're going to do some breaks. So I'm trying to cross over various topics and give the guys and ladies a lot of hours, quality hours. If they have any questions, they can ask anything. During lunch we had topics, discussions about the mental game. So they can pick my brain, I give them drills, and we try to do as much as we can in the 8 hours that we have.
What's the best life advice you can give some of our Estonian young pool players?
I think to be very, very mindful of how you spend your mental energy. And that's easier said than done. I think if you rest well, everybody wakes up with the same amount of mental energy. But the more you donate that and just throw it away on your devices, the less attention and deep focus you have for your training and for other things in life. And I think it's very important to understand you have to protect that. You need energy to create good practice sessions. If you have a good practice session, you build confidence. If you have a crappy practice session, you're going to lose confidence. Plus the mastery thing we went over, that be patient, expect that it's going to be a long run if you want to get to the top, but it's going to be a great adventure. It's going to take a lot of effort and work, but that's part of the process, so you should cherish that. And it's going to build a lot of character that you can use for other things in your life as well. So.
All right. Thank you so much.
Cool. Got it, man.